Libra. Oh, I have this so far. Let's see. An honest person sometimes perceives an honest person sometimes is perceived as a dumb person. Since it's Chinese, it's all grammatically incorrect. An honest person sometimes perceived as a dumb person. So sometimes is perceived as a dumb person. So I'm an English teacher. So I think that you're very honest, and I think that sometimes you're perceived as being dumb. And so just be you, okay? It's their problem. But what happens in that situation is that people try to get one over you, or mistreat you because they think you're dumb. And then when you they finally figure it out, because the stupid ones are them, right? Then that becomes a problem. So be mindful of that, all right? I don't know how you are who you are, as Rihanna says. I can only do me, right? And so just be mindful of that. You know, there's other ways of maybe having perceptions cleared up, right, in terms of what can be discussed, or really showing your power in terms of knowledge. So be mindful, but it is what it is. Sometimes honesty just doesn't go well, but people that are honest can't be anything else than honest, okay? And the people that have problems with are people that aren't honest, right? Because they perceive you as stupid, or dumb. They didn't say stupid, but I've been in that situation. So it's their deal. They're pretty shocked at the moment that they realize that you're super smart and possibly smarter than they are. Sometimes it's way too late at that point. But the good thing is that it helps you see people for who they really are, because otherwise they probably wouldn't have treated you, or you wouldn't have seen it. So it eliminates people much faster. So it is what it is. Chaos and conflict. So you have had some chaos and conflict, possibly with some sort of collaboration or collaborative group or entity, possibly at work, or friendships, okay? This chaos and this conflict you will be a completely different person afterwards. And then change in the wind. So it's very interesting because there's two zebras here. So you're very, very original, very creative, very unique, very different, okay? And within a group dynamic, and that's part of that you're so honest, and so they think you're dumb. But because you're super unique, people mistake in that. But there will be some change in terms of residence or work, okay? That's coming. I think that there's going to be a huge transformation or collaboration. I think if you live in the north, you're going to be moving to the south. If you live in the west, you're going to be moving to the east, and vice versa. It's all good. Change in the wind, okay? I think you're going to, get away from this conflict and chaos. It's beautiful. What is this? I think you have to drink a lot of water. I don't know. I think maybe you're needing to hydrate better. This is for Libra. I would love for you to subscribe if you have not done so, and you are not subscribed. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. That means that you're one of my students, or friends or family. So thank you for being here. So unexpected guest visit. So this is someone that's afar, that's from a distance, that possibly you have had chaos and conflict with, okay? And they're appearing suddenly, or you're going to get an invitation to go travel with them, but they will be coming. Usually that's a visit where you're at. And so it's very unexpected, okay? And it's somebody that you like, that you have maybe some sort of intimate relationship with, okay? Whether it be sexual or not, but usually it's a sexual intimate relationship. And then crown chakra, your crown chakra is opening up. You're becoming very, very intuitive, very intuitive. And then you have balance, coming into balance, possibly after this conflict and chaos, or possibly with this relationship that's coming, you will be coming into balance, okay? And then you have desert. I think you've been feeling kind of alone. You might have Scorpio in your chart, or dealing with the Scorpio. There might be some communication, Twitter or social media coming in after maybe some ghosting or solitude or going in. then you have protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So today's a full moon, perfect time to cut cords. Possibly you cut cords with something that was giving you lots of conflict, or this person that's coming in, okay? So know that you're protected, or maybe create boundaries because you're going to need them. Some of you probably aren't eating well. Possibly, make sure that you take care of your health and look after eating well. And then water. What is overwhelming you in your current life? How are you traveling emotionally in life? Are you struggling to reach your goals? So I think you've overcome this. There might be some water in your chart. So I think you've overcome this. And then manifestation, okay? So you're manifesting whatever it is that you've been wanting. I think you've used the moon cycles to do so. You're being divinely guided, getting lots of downloads. Intuition is really opening up, and you're intuitively guided with the synchronicities and the symbols that divine is sending you. We'll get one more and then we'll start our tarot. This is for Libra. And then desert, you have 2 deserts. You've been feeling very alone, very constrained. Trust that there's a divine plan. Trust that you're coming out of it. I'm so sorry, you probably feel like deserted, or you might be living in the desert, okay? But you feel very alone. You feel that there's nothing progressing or growing. Know that there is, okay? And there's change in the wind. And because you've taken, control of this chaos and conflict, you're going to come out ahead. I also think that this has to do with maybe really, stabilizing, right? Bringing into balance your emotions and understanding, whatever is being divinely, divinely given to you, or not given to you, but communicated to you. All right, it's all gonna work out, don't worry. So those are your oracles for Libra. So you have, you don't feel like there was moving forward, like there was no passion or collaboration or forward movement with this, with possibly an offer, okay? But you found the courage to possibly get your emotions under control, or this was like major ego having to do with emotions. I don't know if it was you or someone else, possibly someone else that was very toxic. This might have been a very lustful situation as well that you're trying to heal and balance out, okay? You might be pregnant, or they might have ghosted you after possibly some sort of pregnancy, or some sort of endeavor of some sort, okay? This had to do with a family dynamic, family situation that was exposed, or you not following your intuition. Lots of lies and deception having to do with maybe a beginning that didn't manifest or didn't fulfill itself, okay? There was no offer of any type, and there wasn't any forward movement. I think at this point you're possibly celibate, having to do with a tower moment or destabilization of a foundation, and or possibly moving of a home or a house, or moving of a committed relationship, and or like a job. So hierarchy, a government agency, some sort of corporation or company, okay? Was not balanced. Complete ending. This was some karma that played out. This might have also had to do with some travel or something afar. This was not balanced out, and someone was still holding on to this. There might have been some deception having to do with money, okay, and or you're possibly saving, okay? I think you've spent a lot of money, so be mindful of that. I think you see things clearly now, and there might be an opportunity having to do with like a past soulmate, past love, okay? Something that made you very happy in the past, or you considered a childhood friend or a soulmate. This was some karma that played out with this person, okay? That he wasn't truthful. There was no wasn't truthful. All right. There was a lot of manipulation, possibly that somebody thought that they were going to be victorious with, but I think you cleared that out after lots of strife and after a no-win situation. I think that you had the upper hand with that. You've attracted your love. You were very blindsided by this, but you are no longer, okay? You're no longer blindsided by this. You move forward in order to heal. You were divinely guided to do so and to unstick yourself because you felt like you were stuck. You also spent a lot of money, and so there was a lot of money that was spent on your hard work, something that you put in a lot of time and effort in, and so that was spent. You gave it out, and so you're moving forward. There was also possibly some communication that really, hurt you and was a huge betrayal, but also destabilized you in terms of finances, or found out that somebody was not single and that was a problem, and so there was a huge betrayal on this, like this engagement or this stability or this higher commitment that possibly they. I don't feel like they told you flat out, but they alluded to, and so that was the plan, and I think you found out otherwise, okay? I think you're trying to heal from this, and I think you're focusing on self. Yeah, there isn't an apology. You were hoping for an apology, but nothing came after non-truths. This person was very emotionally detached as well. Lots of lies in the past, very confusing energy, lots of in and out, that this person did in terms of sexually. And I think you just surrendered, okay, because this was not making you happy in any way. I think you also lacked a lot of boundaries, and that created a problem. This person was very manipulative. They left you, very needy. They left you out in the cold. You felt depleted emotionally and financially, and I think that they manipulated you, having to do with like sex, okay, or intimacy, and so they wouldn't give equally, and I think you gave equally, and so you were very depressed mode, but you walked away. You had the courage to walk away, or this person walked away, which was a blessing. Yeah, this ended because it wasn't stable. There was also some sort of money involved. There might have been a severance of some sort as well. This could have been that they were walking into like misery, okay, or possibly like a divorce or a separation as well for them. Yeah, this was not happy for you at all, okay? It created a lot of anxiety for you. You had a lot of love and you waited for a long time. You also daydreamed a lot for this person, okay? But you stopped waiting. Let me see. You had a lot of anxiety at night, but you had an epiphany, okay? And your third eye was very much open, is opening up to this third party situation and releasing this burden. Yeah. You're reflecting about the non-truths, okay, and all the work that you put in, and possibly the little communication that you had about this person, and this is you also being very stable, and possibly eventually getting a partnership that is very solid and that is very communicative, and that you will be working together with. Hope that helped. Love and light.